Well, this season has been absolutely bonkers. We lost both of our left wingers to the African Cup of Nations, but that didn't bother us at all. And as a result of that terrific form, we are top of the league. Hello, welcome to Club 2, part 24 of the Globe Explorer. Coming up in today's episode, we do have our championship fixtures against Everton and Bolton. So since the last episode, our form has been absolutely superb. I don't know, can't remember what the last episode was. I think it was, for some reason, I thought it was the episode where we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup. I presume it wasn't. I don't even know when it was. I can presume since then, it might have been Derby, it might have been somewhere along those lines. But since then, we've been absolutely wonderful. We're only losing one game, and that was against Bristol City. That might have been in the previous episode. Can't remember in the previous episode. That's the bottom line. But in other news, we have been in terrific form, winning most games. We are still in the FA Cup, picking up a nice third-round victory over Fulham. Did have to go to extra time, but we did beat Premier League Fulham, who are doing quite well in the Premier League. 10th in the Premier League, so that was an easy game. So this is the league table at the moment with 18 games left to go. We do have a game in hand. We are the Sunday kickoff, so if we beat Everton, which we have just beaten them, we beat them 5-2 most recently, which 2 games ago, so should we beat them again? If we can beat them again, 7 points clear at the top, which is absolutely insane. Because if I remember correctly, we didn't have the best of starts. No, we didn't have a good start. We had a decent start, but obviously September, October, a bit tricky months. But since November onwards, we've been absolutely phenomenal. I can't really explain how this season is going, apart from we're absolutely superb, and I think we will get promoted. So this is the lineup for our match against Everton. It is Diego in goal, a back four of Elaine, Santos, Murid, and Reigns. We have rejected a bid, multiple bids for Curtis Elaine. He is not going anytime soon. Mera and Bellingham in the midfield. Then we've got Kamara out on the left. Unfortunately, Gariba has picked up a knock. Both Gariba and Kamara were both at the African Cup of Nations, but luckily we managed to get through that period relatively unscathed, or we came out of it probably even better. Then we've got Richie in the middle, Arse out on the left, Richie, who did reject an offer for £36 million for, which absolutely crazy considering his value is 33 million, which is honestly ridiculous. So he's still at the club. Whether or not he'll be at the club for next season, I do not know. Then we've got Peter White up front. Come on, lads. Let's hopefully get a second win against Everton. Do the league double over them. That would be absolutely spectacular stuff if we could do that. Obviously, we literally played them 2 games ago. I don't think much would have changed in terms of the teams. We are in the transfer window. I don't anticipate us doing any transfer business. There is a few players out of contract next at the end of this season, but I haven't really done much transfer business or contract business, mainly because I don't really know what league we're going to be in. There is one player that will be departing us in the summer, that is Alfie Gilchrist. He's leaving us on a free transfer and has already decided his next club, which I can't remember where he's going to. And Mera does clear the ball away, and that was so close to a first goal of the game for Everton, where in the previous game, Everton did go 1-0 up, but then we romped home to victory from there, which is kind of absolutely crazy because Everton are one of the newly relegated Premier League teams. They were in the Premier League last year, and somehow they're just not the same Everton like they used to be. Because in my mind, Everton are still a Premier League club, but they're obviously not doing that well. I don't know if it's behind the scenes shenanigans or just David Moyes retiring. I'm probably leaning towards Moyes retiring, and that was a very good free kick. I'm not sure who took that, but whoever it was, a very good effort that should have been in the back of the net. 10 minutes left to go. It's still goalless at the moment. We do have a corner with Richie. We will go short to Mare. Now to Richie again. He goes into the area and he puts the ball into the left side of the goal. And we are 1-0 up against Everton with a few minutes left to go of the first half. And that does. Let's look at the league table now. 7 points clear of Derby. 8 points clear of Nottingham Forest. 13 points clear of playoff hopefuls Leicester, which I think that game, Leicester might be coming up in the next episode along with another brilliant top of the table clash. Peter White did go down in the box. Are we going to get a penalty? No. And as it's on the stroke of half time, I thought we were going to get a penalty, but no. If that was earlier on in the first half, that might have been a penalty. I think Everton were very, very lucky. I think the ref blew his whistle before he went down. A few minutes into the second half, we created a lot of chances, 12 shots, 5 on target. I do think there will be more than one goal in this game for us. I don't really see Everton scoring any. They might get one goal. I don't think they'll get anything from this game apart from just sheer and utter pride. That's what I'm hoping for. Elaine plays the ball to us. Oh, skips, lovely skip pass around the defender. Fires off the shot with this effort, but unfortunately the goalkeeper does put it wide through a corner ball, which we are going to get. It's a different corner, but Mare will whip it in. Back post it is, and Santos does connect with the header beautifully, but unfortunately couldn't quite put it into the back of the net this time. Santos this season has been very threatening at corners. Peter White, if only had a bit of pace about him and he wanted the one that to go up for the header, that he would have got to that ball all day long. Bellingham now to Kamara. This is looking very positive. Could this be a second goal at the end of this? Highlight reigns. Peter White goes down in the box. He was basically sandwiched in between two Everton players, and the referee does award us the spot kick, which Christian Ricci will step up. He shoots. He puts it into the top left-hand corner. That's our 3 points wrapped up. 6 points wrapped up against Everton. That's the league double sort of done over them. Still 25 minutes left to go. I feel increasingly confident that we are going to win this game. I feel very confident going into every game of the season. Maybe not towards the beginning of the season. I was slightly cautious before every game of the season, but now I'm like super positive that we're going to win every game. And when we do lose, it's quite a big shock. But yeah, hopefully we don't lose until the end of the season. It's very rare we lose. It's been we go on a long unbeaten run, then we lose one game, then we go on another long unbeaten run. That's how it's sort of been this season, and that should have been 3-0. We are going to make a couple of changes. Kamara is going to make way for Isaac Price. Gariba, unfortunately, out injured, but hopefully should be fit for the next game. That's what I'm hoping for. Then I think we will get on. We'll get on the likes of Shao Ramos needs a bit of game time, and Jamie Devitt can also come on for Indiana. Merritt, 20 minutes left to go. Still the 2 goals in it for us. I doubt Everton really. I mean, they were more threatening in the reverse fixture, but they haven't really done much this game. I don't know if we've turned the Hawthorns, whatever stadium we play in, into a bit of a fortress, because that's what it really feels like. Because whenever we play at home, my good God, we are absolutely spectacular to watch, and I think we are going to get another 3 points wrapped up here today. Barrow plays the ball to Tulloch. Slightly paused from him, but I don't know what that was all about. But I think he caught himself lucky. No one was really onto him. Colback with the ball does skip past a few of our defenders, and he does put the ball into the back of the net to make it 2-1. Hopefully nothing comes from it too much. But with 15 minutes left to go, 1 goal behind, I think Everton, they might have a little go at trying to get a second goal. But with us having 28 shots 11 on target. I do think we will definitely. I think potentially another few shots later, I reckon we will potentially grab a third goal. But I honestly don't mind what happens today. If we could just pick up this win, that would be great. Which does put us 7 points clear at the top of the table. That is absolutely insane. Everton drop in the bottom half of the table, down in 15th. That is not like them. I don't know how many points clear they are of the relegation zone, but Everton are in a relegation battle at the moment. If they keep losing, they are definitely in a relegation battle. They're only 5 points. Just even the likes of Norwich, Sheffield Wednesday, dare I say it, Oxford, they're all in a relegation. Not really relegation battle. Yeah, Everton 14th and below. That's a relegation battle in my eyes at the moment. But yeah, obviously still a lot of games to go. 7 points clear. Can't believe it. Let's hope we can try and extend that points gap with a win against Bolton. The lineup for our match against Bolton will be Diego in goal, a back four of Elaine, who we have just rejected. Another bid for him. I can't remember who it was from. I presume it probably was from Brentford. It might be from Marseille, but he's got no interest in going, so he's staying at least until the end of the season. Once we get into the Prem, it might be a different story. Then we've got the centre-back partnership of Santos and Devitt, Reigns at left-back, Mera and Bellingham in the midfield. Then we've got Arse out on the right, Richie in the middle, Kamara on the left. Then we've got Connor Reed up front. Come on, lads, let's hopefully get yet again another win. Bolton are just outside of the playoffs. They might be actually in there, but I think they're just outside. I think they're like 8th or 9th place in the league table. So a win here might potentially extend the points gap depending on what happens in second and third place. So if we could just get the win, that would be absolutely great. I thought we were going to go on and grab an early goal. I mean, who do Derby have? Are we the only team playing? I don't really know what day we're playing and whether there's any other teams actually playing. We can have a look while we're in the match. No, there's a Coventry and Swansea are playing, and that's it. Have all the other teams played? They must have. They must not have, because Derby are on the same number of points. So yeah, we're probably playing a few days earlier than everyone else. That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, I don't even know what day we're playing. I presume we are playing an early game, an early kickoff. Or it might be a day before, so it might be a midweek game. I do not know. That's the bottom line. 20 minutes into the game, we haven't really had much to do. Well, we haven't really created much. We haven't done much defending, but Bolton do have the ball. They do put the ball into the box, and Reed did get the ball, but he gives the ball back straight to the Bolton player, and their shot is fired well over the top of the crossbar. We have actually created a lot more opportunities, so I haven't really been paying attention to the stats, but we've had 10 shots, 6 on target. I do feel like a goal is getting close for us, considering the stats. I reckon we are due for a goal ideally in this first half. Now would be very good. Arse, now to Elaine. Lovely run from Richie and to find some space. Arse, Kamara at the back post does head it in to the back of the net to make it 1-0. I mean, since Gariba's had that little spell out injured, Kamara's come into the team and he's been absolutely phenomenal. I highly doubt he's going to make the step up into the Premier League. I think he's probably going to be one of a few players that will potentially leave us in the summer if he's not out of contract already. So I think he definitely will be leaving us either way, whether he is out of contract or not. If he's not out of contract, we'll get a little bit of money for him. If he's not out of contract, that was seriously close to being an own goal. I don't mind losing him on a free transfer, because I think we brought him in on a free transfer. How close was this to being an own goal? Fairly close. About 20% of the ball crossed the line, or 49.99% across the ball. But yeah, luckily Diego was on form there, and he got the ball cleared away just in the nick of time. Livan Berchu does rip the corner in. Santos does headers clear only as far as night, and the referee does blow his halftime whistle in a very, I'd say, a controversial area, because they were looking to shoot from there, but thankfully the referee is on our side, and he did blow the halftime whistle slightly early. I think I would have just let them have the shot and let them sky it. If it got in, yeah, I would have been slightly annoyed. Connor Reed, unfortunately, has picked up an injury. Hopefully, it's not too serious. I don't know how bad that injury actually is, because it's not actually telling us. So that's a slight worry. But I think we're still in the transfer window. We're still in January, so still got a bit of time. Again, I don't know if there'll be any business to do then, but there might be a few players. If Reed's out for a while, then we might have to get in another striker, potentially alone. We do have a bit of Spence's left to do, but we might save that for some early summer transfers, because hopefully by the time of the next episode, we'll have some form of idea of what league we are going to be in. At the moment, I think it's going to be the Premier League, so that would be absolutely wonderful. We are going to make a couple of changes. Mera is going to make way for Ramos, who I think no matter what league we're in, he's going to get sold, because he's great as a backup, but in terms of starting these games, he's getting nowhere. And then I think we will also get on. We'll get on Andrew Sugan for Curtis Allain. I think that'll be the only two changes we shall do for now. But 25 minutes left to go. Still just the one goal for us. I'm hoping we can hopefully get a second goal, which should rubber stamp the victory. That's what I'm hoping for, because we've had a lot of shots. We just need to put the ball into the back of the net for another goal. But Bolton, they're not doing too well. They're not doing bad. They're not doing great. They're doing pretty bad. They have 5 shots, 2 on target. They had that one scare in the first half, but they haven't really done much in the second half. Ars is going to make way for Young for our 4th change. And 5th and final change will be Murit coming on for Santos. Santos, who is not our player, but I absolutely love him. He's a great defender, but we just don't have the money for him. His value is 50 to 80 million. So, yeah, good luck to us trying to get him in the summer, because I would love to keep him, because he is one of the few players that will have a great future ahead of him, that's for sure. Whether it is with us, depending on how much money we get, and I don't think we're going to get 50 million in the summer. We might do if we get promoted. If certainly what we might do if we get crown champions, that would be absolutely spectacular if we could get 50 million. But if we can win the FA Cup this year, that would be even more special. That will give us a lot more money to spend in the summer, hopefully. I doubt we're going to win the FA Cup, but imagine if that does happen. Imagine if a championship side does win the FA Cup. I don't think it's ever happened before, but you never know what can happen in these games. Richie, you know, to Richie again. Oh my god, that was so close on his effort, but he hits the crossbar, and Ramos with the strike couldn't quite put the ball into the back of the net, but we did win a corner out of it, and we are going to clinch a 1-0 victory over Bolton Wanderers to, sort of extend the lead, but I'm sure there's other teams still to play. I don't think we're Wednesday kickoff, I'm sure. Or is it, when are the others playing then? Why are we like an early kickoff? Unless there's other teams playing on the Thursday. Yeah. No, it's been past the New Year's Day kickoff, so yeah, I'm not sure why we're actually playing on a Wednesday, unless it's to do with the FA Cup, because we are still in that against Middlesbrough, so it's not really it's not a difficult game. Again, they're Premier League, but it's not a difficult Premier League game. I think that's a Premier League team we can very much should look to be beaten. So I think we'll just come back in the middle of this run until the end of the season. So I think we'll probably come back middle of March, where hopefully might have done a little bit of business, but we'll come back for our games against Derby and Leicester. If you have enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel for more Daily Football Manager videos, and thank you very much for watching.